Good evening, everybody. December 15th, 2021. Bitcoin action today was fun with the Fed coming out with their recommendations, what they're going to do. Nothing was a surprise, basically. A few weeks ago, the Fed came out and said that they're going to be tapering their asset purchases, basically slowing down the amount of money that they're printing. Not that they're going to stop printing money, not that they're going to try to reverse the quantitative easing, but that they're going to slow down the rate of the money printing. And at that time, that's when we had the kind of taper tantrum in the stock market. This meeting that they had today was basically just confirming everything they just said. So there was a little bit of uncertainty as far as, is the Fed going to do something different? Are they going to decide, to kind of walk back from that and say, yeah, you know what, never mind, we're going to keep printing the same amount of money? Or is inflation bad enough that they're actually going to do even more tapering instead? So there was a little bit of uncertainty there in the days leading up to the Fed decision today, but in the end, they basically changed nothing about what they were planning on doing. So to see a pump from that news is a little bit weird, to be honest. Markets hate uncertainty, and so kind of seeing it drift downwards just based on uncertainty is normal. And then the pump up off of that low there, when there was certainty back in the marketplace, I suppose makes a certain amount of sense. But at the same time, if the Fed is saying that they are tapering asset purchases, that is by definition less bullish anyway for risk assets such as cryptocurrency and the stock market. So it's a little bit counterintuitive that the Fed says, yeah, we are going to go ahead and actually slow down the rate of money printing, because realistically that's not bullish for risk assets like this. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The markets are not rational, and we just have to deal with whatever price action we're given. So that being the case, looking at this action today, we still do not have any sort of indication that a low has been struck at this point in time. This can easily just be another ABC up, like so, and then we can see another move down. So best case scenario, again, is that this is the low for a 1 and a 2 up in a diagonal, and we'll have to break through this 51.9 level in order to be relatively certain that that is the case. Getting above this high, 50.8 or so, would be a very good first indication that that is the case. But it's really not a slam dunk like ever, to be honest, until we actually make a third wave high up here somewhere and then hold a fourth and then make a fifth. So there's a lot of work for the bulls to do, but I would get significantly less bearish if it was able to push over 51.9 especially. So that's kind of my bull line for sure at this point in time. Until then, I am, like I said previously, I am sitting in cash. I used this pump to raise even more cash, and then I actually got into some protective shorts today on this pump here right around 59K. So I will stop out of those probably if we go above this high, above like 51. But I am looking for a further wave down, to be honest. Now once that happens, if in fact this is ABC and it plays out like that and we see the dump down here, it's going to be interesting to see where it goes, because this could potentially be making yet again an even larger WXY or ABC down, which would be quite annoying, but this could certainly be ABC then downwards in this leg. So I have said over and over and over again that the more choppy three-wave action we see, the harder it's going to be to predict where it goes, and that is exactly where we are right now. It's nearly impossible, to be completely honest with you, to say where this is going to go with any certainty. It can go up here and break, and that'll make me more bullish. It can come down here, and that doesn't necessarily make me more bearish, because like I said, it could be an extended third or an extended second wave here, and we may then have 1 and 2 lower and then see going up from there. That's possible. If we break down below 44, I think that becomes much less likely. But still, really the most bearish thing would be to break down below 42. That pretty much would guarantee our 30K scenario of some sort. So yeah, I mean, until this gives us some clear action, we're just kind of sitting and waiting around for it to clarify. At least I am. As I've said, I'm really not interested in sitting in my longs anymore. I'm more interested in being protected here and giving it the chance to prove itself before I jump back in, because I do not want to get caught in another big dump like that if it goes down further. So micro action, like I said, certainly nothing impulsive or bullish about this action here. It's at best 3 waves. Could it be doing a diagonal upwards? Yeah, it could, but it's still got some proving it has to do. That would be like first wave, second wave. We'd have to see basically A, B, C up. We'd have to see another move up like this, which is why potentially that's my stop out point, although I'd expect another little wave down like that. And then to really make sure that we're bullish, it would have to do this. Break that 51.9 high, and then we'd have to break down again in another wave after that, because that's going to be 5 waves up. So even once we do that, I don't think that we're completely out of the woods. So lots and lots and lots to look at and try to keep track of here. But biggest takeaway, in my opinion, is this is not a time to do anything except for sit and wait and remain protected as best as you possibly can. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just gonna have the patience needed to wait out this chop action and know, be comfortable in the fact that I've made this decision to get out for now and protect my assets. And that's the best decision that I can make right now, I believe. It's going to give me plenty of opportunity. Again, if it does break out, it'll give me plenty of opportunity to buy back in, so I'm really not worried about it. I have no fear of missing out. Even if it pumps, I really don't care. If it pumps all the way up here, I don't care. If I miss out on that move, guess what? It's coming back down. I'll get in on the next one. So yeah, that's my plan. Make sure you have your own plan and you're happy with it and you can stick to it. Right, so you got to have some introspection there and look at your own personality and trading and all that sort of stuff. If it's better for you just to kind of hold on and even if it goes down further, you don't care, then that's fine too. Because I still am under the strong impression that we are not done with this bull market. I've said it before. This is not done a full 5 waves up for our 5th wave, and the daily chart is certainly impulsive. There's nothing unclear about this impulse to me. So it is not done. We do not end bull markets on this. We just don't. We can still be in a correction, as I've said. We can come down into the 20s again, but then I would fully expect to make an actual 5-wave move up to end the bull market after that. Because in my opinion, we have not ended this bull market yet. And there's still plenty to go. So it's just a matter of what happens in the meantime. That is the question. So, all right, I think that pretty much sums up my thoughts on Bitcoin. So good night, everybody, and we'll see where we are in the morning.